Hi, it's Dave here. I'm doing my reflection on my digital story, my story I did on the diversity of life in creation we see around us, especially focusing on animals. That ties in with my unit Diversity of Life from the grade 11 biology course here in Ontario curriculum. One of the things I try to instill in my students as we go through science is just a sense of curiosity, of awe or wonder. And I think the Diversity of Life unit is really good at giving a lot of material to work with in that sense. I had a trouble coming up with a digital story in the sense of a children's book or with a plot line or something like that. So my digital story, the goal of it was simply to give a bit of that sense of awe, that wonder, as we look at the majesty of the world, of the creation around us. And we just, are amazed by all the different creatures out there and the different amazing abilities that they've been made with. Because of trying to show real creatures in a real life setting, I looked to find a platform software that would work with photos, being more realistic and therefore enhancing that sense of awe and wonder. So I chose to work with Adobe Spark. I found it was very easy to work with, and I thought the platform was pretty intuitive. I found it was not very flexible. You were really limited to either one full screen picture with a bit of text, perhaps, or two pictures. So I found it very inflexible in that sense to work with manipulating your story. It was more almost a presentation with text, speaking with it, I found. The other thing I found with Adobe Spark is it gave me all kinds of trouble with crashing. I was forever getting the message that they had trouble accessing their servers. I don't know if it's because I used so many photos and the file size was too big, but even early on, when I was working on only a few slides in, it was repeatedly crashing. I don't know if anybody else had the same issue. If somebody did, perhaps let me know if it's just me or not. And I found likewise that the sound was terrible. I used a number of different microphones. It was glitchy. It moves up and down. The volume seems to adjust randomly. So most of the video I used a headset, but the one clip just wouldn't work at all. So I ended up using my mic from my camera. And so the one soundbite is sounds very different, which I'm not too impressed with. So the sound, I think, is terrible, and in that sense I'm not sure if I would use it again. I'm recording this video using Camtasia, which I've never used before. I usually use Open Broadcast software, which is a free download, and that works all right. And Camtasia, that seems to have a much better sound already, and this is just using my webcam mic. So I wonder about the Adobe Spark, the support behind their platform, how frequently it crashes, and especially the sound difficulties I was having, even wearing a headset. It was very unclear, and it would kick in and out, and sound very fuzzy. So that was something I would seriously consider about using again. I'm not sure if I would. I like the access to the photos and the ease of use, and it has nicely all the credits on the last screen. So you don't have to worry about those kind of things. But yeah, it took me probably 5 hours to do what should have been a 1 hour long project. So I'm just wondering if other people have found the same thing, if anybody else used Adobe Spark, or if it was just my own personal troubles with this. Alright, thank you very much.